Stage is yours, Bill. How are you feeling?
Yeah, very good. Just want to thank everybody first of all for coming out, and Frank Warren and my management team and BT for making this happen. But it's been a long time coming. You know, like Frank said earlier on, I had a terrible 2018. I feel that my title was robbed off me, not beaten off me by a better man or someone I could shake hands on the night and say was the better person. But you know, we're here today. I'm fighting for the super middleweight title. You know, when this fight was first made, I jumped at the chance with Frank to sign the deal. You know, I was a bit gutted when I heard it wasn't for it, but you know, Frank and that was in the team were saying, listen, like, stick with it, it will be. It's just been a miscommunication here somewhere. So I'm happy it turned out that way. I'm happy. So it's for the full world title, and I'm hoping to become two-weight world champion. Well, I will become two-weight world champion.
I think it's worth underlining that the fight which was to have taken place, you defending your world title, that didn't happen because the local commission said, no way, we're not going to license it. But it wasn't a case of you being banned, you vacated, and then the British board, having looked at the circumstances of it, decided that there was not a case to answer insofar as being banned was concerned.
Yeah, I mean, look, see, sadly, when you go to these other promotions and stuff, you don't get fairly treated, shall I say, but to say the least, obviously I've got a law case on it now, and that'll be all sorted. But you know, I should never ever have been stripped. I could have boxed anywhere else in America except from that state. You know, so it was one of them. But it's behind me now, and I've got a new challenge in the super middleweight rankings now, and I'm looking for the big names. Not looking past the Isufi. Obviously, I know I've got to deal with him accordingly, but you know, I believe that I'm better than that, and I'm looking for the big names, super middleweight.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of a fresh start, isn't it? Because I mean, after beating was it Monroe and then Lemieux, Boxing Monthly here in the UK voted you as their fighter of the year. So that's what you've got to get back to.
I mean, yeah, look, I know I've got it inside me. I'm 29 now, so I'm just coming into my prime now. I know that no one's seen the best of me yet, but it's down to me to put that hard work in and show it. And with BT's backing, obviously now I think that we can make the bigger fights and bring them over to the UK. So we'll be looking to make some big fights in the future, most definitely.
What's the difference for you fighting at 12 stone rather than 11.6? Those extra pounds. Do you feel that you are a genuine super middleweight?
People look at me and say I'm a small super middleweight, but we see when I'm in front of them on the night. You know, it's one of them. I've been sparring cruiserweights ever since I've been, you know, ever since I turned pro. So I'm used to that. The physical side of it, but you know, you still got to adapt to the new weight. But you know, it just means that I'm not got to bar myself down that little bit extra more. It means I can, you know, just not relax, but you know, you still got to be professional when you're making the weight. I've got a dietitian and nutritionist in Dave Stash, who's here now, and the weight's going lovely at the minute. So just got to put on the performance. You know, it's all right looking good, punching the pads and everything, but he's a tough fighter coming. A lot of people saying and writing him off, saying, "Oh, it's 100% win," but you know, no fight's 100% win. You know, he's fighting for the super middleweight title as well, and he's number one in this WBO rankings. And I think people need to realise that and realise it's not just a 1 or 2 round knockover job. He's coming to win, so I've got to make sure to be on my game and be on my A game and put send out an example to the other super middleweights.
Yeah, I mean, you know probably as well as anybody just how much he has to achieve here potentially. I mean, if he goes and beats you, it's a life changer.
Yeah, 100%. So, like I say, I've got to be on my A game. I will be, but I will guarantee one thing: whatever he brings on the night, I'll bring 10-fold more and make sure to get that win.
Just tell us how you look at him as a fighter and what you see as his strengths, because he's been in against cruiserweights, against light heavyweights, and comes into this on the back of 10 straight wins.
Well, I'm coming on the back of 27 straight wins. So, you know, I look at it as no other opponent. I train hard. You know, when I'm in camp, especially world titles on the line, I've been in numerous of championship fights. I know how to win them. I know he's a come forward, strong fighter, but you know, if I'm on my A game, no disrespect, I should box his head off. So it's one of them. He can come try and knock me out. He has to come and try and knock me out because there's no other way of winning.